Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thanks to Allah Almighty who has been giving us mercy and blessing so we can breathe air and fresh air without any obstacle in this great occasion. Secondly, my salawat and salam always deliver to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness in this world as well as in the world. Okay, in this great occasion, we would like to describing we would like to explain about the impact of social media on adolescent mental health. Before we explain about the problems, we want to introduce ourselves first. My name is Maltuf Hazmi and my partner.
And me, Lailatul Fitria.
My name is Fitra Rizky Akbari.
My name is Ahlawanina. My name is Nadia Andini.
The next slide. Okay, the definition of social media and mental health. Social media is defined as digital platform that allows users to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, picture, videos, and other forms of content through virtual networks. Some popular example of social media among teenagers are Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. That platforms provide a very fast and accessible means of communication and interaction. Mental health refers to a person's emotional, psychological, and social state that affect that way they think, feel, and act. It also determines how individuals handle stress, relate to others, and make decisions. In the context of adolescence, mental health is crucial as adolescence is a highly dynamic phase of emotional development. State on social media used among teenagers. Social media used among teenagers continues to increase significantly. Data shows that most teens spend an average of 2 to 3 hours per day on social media platforms. Teens use social media for a variety of reasons, including communication with friends, seeking entertainment, and obtaining information and inspiration. The importance of discussing this topic, discussing the impact of social media in adolescents' mental health is important because adolescents are vulnerable to external influence. Many studies have shown that unhealthy social media use can lead to mental health problems. Such as depression, anxiety, social isolation, and depressed self-improvement. Social isolation and decreased self-confidence. Teenagers often compare themselves to others on social media, which leads to feeling of worthlessness or not being good enough. In addition, cyberbullying is also a serious threat that can affect adolescents' psychological state. Therefore, the importance of educating adolescents and parents on how to use social media in a healthy way. Preventive measures such as online time management, choosing positive content, and maintaining open communication. with adults are necessary to minimize the negative impact of social media. Discussing this topic is not only to identify risks, but also to promote mental well-being in this digital age. Okay, the next I want to move to the next my partner my the explanation the next. Okay, the next. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Hasmi. And the next material about double impact of social media, such as positive connectivity, access to information and self-expression, and negative, such as FOMO, cyberbullying, and body image disturbance. Here is a detailed explanation of the dual impact of social media. First, positive impact, such as connectivity. Social media allow people to connect with friends and family around the world instantly. Platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram facilitate easy and inexpensive long-distance communication, helps maintain and build new relationships, including professional network through platforms like LinkedIn, allow online communities to form based on shared interests or goals. The second, access to information. Social media is a fast and wide source of news and information, enables knowledge sharing and informal learning through educational content. This is access to different perspectives and opinions from around the world. Helps raise awareness about social and global issues. And the third, self-expression, provide a platform for individuals to express themselves, their ideas, and creativity. Enables artists, writers, and content creators to share their work with a global audience. Encourage participation in public discussion and online activism, and helps people find communities that match their identity or interest. And the next, negative impact. The first, FOMO, fear or missing out. Social anxiety arising from feeling left out of other people's activities or experiences may lead to excessive and compulsive social media use, potentially reduce life satisfaction and increases stress, may result in unhealthy social comparisons and decreased self-esteem. The second, cyberbullying. Harassment, intimidation, or spreading negative information online can lead to serious psychological impacts such as depression, anxiety, and in extreme cases, suicide. Difficult to avoid due to the always connected nature of social media, can have long-term consequences due to the permanent digital footprint. And the third, body image disturbance. Constant exposure to edited and perfect image can lead to dissatisfaction with one's own appearance, can encourage unrealistic comparison and damage self-esteem. Potentially triggers or exacerbates eating disorders and reinforces unrealistic and harmful beauty standards. This multiple impact demonstrate the complexity of social media in modern life. While social media offers many benefits, it is important to use it cons consciously and in a balanced way to minimize its negative impact. Okay, next, the materials.
For the next material is the influence on mental health. The influence of social media on mental health is a significant concern, particularly for individuals who are already vulnerable to anxiety and depression. Here's a detailed look at how various factors can impact mental health. Relationship with anxiety and depression. The relationship between anxiety and depression is one, comparison and self-esteem. Social media often showcases highlight versions of life, which to unhealthy comparison, someone compare one or more two people as the main identity. These comparisons may compare their own life to the seemingly perfect life of influencers, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Next, validation seeking. The constant need for likes, comments, shares can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and depression. When you are see your friends is get more likes than you, then you start feel like, oh my God, what happened with my content? Is it bad? Why it not get uh, as much as my friend get? That's the validation seeking that leads into anxiety and depression. For the impact on sleep patterns and concentration. Use of social media, especially before bedtime, can interfere with sleep patterns. If blue light emitted by screens can disrupt the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. So when you have to bedtime, stop using your phone or can get sleep disruption. And for the concentration issue, constant notifications and the need to stay updated can lead to fragmented attention span. You can. For the last point, the effects of social comparison and pressure from influencers. One, body image issues. Exposure to idealized body image can lead to body dissatisfaction and eating disorders. Influencers often promote unrealistic beauty standards, so it's very harmful for the young people who are still developing their self-image. Then, pressure to conform. The pressure to conform to the lifestyles and behaviors of influencers can be overwhelmed. This can lead to a loss of individuality and a sense of identity crisis as individuals struggle to meet these often unattainable standards. Next,
Okay, for the next is risk and challenges. The first point is social media addiction. Social media platforms are designed to be engaging, often leading to excessive use. This can result in decreased productivity, neglect of relationships, and negative impacts on mental health. Many users find themselves constantly checking their devices and experiencing anxiety when disconnected and struggling to balance online and offline life. Next point is privacy and online security issues. As we share more information online, concerns about data protection grow. Personal data can be collected, stored, and potentially misused by companies or hackers. Issues include identity theft, unauthorized access to personal accounts, and the long-term implication of our digital footprint. Users must be vigilant about their privacy settings and the information they share online. And the last point is influence of negative or misleading content. The of misinformation, hate speech, and harmful content is a significant challenge on social media. False news can spread rapidly and influencing public opinion and even affecting real-world events. Exposure to consistently negative content can impact to mental health, while misleading information can lead to poor decision-making, and critical thinking and media literacy skills are crucial for negative this landscape. Okay, next.
Okay, for the next is healthy use strategies. There are 3 points. For the first is tips for limiting usage time. So why is limiting usage time so important? Because overuse can lead to anxiety, depression, FOMO, and reduce real social interaction. So you can set a schedule. Create a specific schedule for using gadget and use features to limit the time of using certain application. You can also use reminder application to remind you when the time is up. For example, you can only play gadget after completing school assignment and decide to play for how many hours. And then you can also disable social media notification when you are studying or doing assignment. So for the next point is choosing positive content. Use the filter feature on social media apps to block disturbing content. You can also follow positive account. Follow account that inspire or provide useful information. And then, for example, you can look for educational content. Use your gadget to learn new things through video tutorials, podcasts, or learning apps. And then for the last point is maintaining a balance between online and offline interaction. You can make time for other activities. So instead of using gadget, you can make your time to exercise, read books, play with friends, or hang out with your family. Limit screen time when you are with other people. So don't constantly look at your phone when you're with other people. And then you can try new activities. Try new hobbies or activities that don't involve gadgets, such as cooking or painting, gardening, and other activities. Okay, I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
Maybe just that from us. If you find any mistake from my speaking or from our delivering, please forgive us because we are a human being only. And the last we say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Bye-bye. See you.
See you next time.